Confucius was born on September 28, 551 BC, in Zhou. The area was notionally controlled by the kings of Zhou but effectively independent under the local lords of Lu, who ruled from the nearby city of Fu. His father, Kang He, was an elderly commandant of the local Lu garrison. Kang He died when Confucius was 3 years old, and Confucius was raised by his mother Yan Zhangzai in poverty. His mother would later die at less than 40 years of age. Confucius was educated at schools for commoners, where he studied and learned the 6 arts. He died at the age of 71 or 72. He died from natural causes. Confucius was buried in Konglin Cemetery, which lies in the historical part of Fu in the Shandong province. The original tomb erected there in memory of Confucius on the bank of the Sishui River had the shape of an X. In addition, it has a raised brick platform at the front of the memorial for offerings such as sandalwood, incense and fruit. Confucius argues that education has 2 purposes. The specific purpose is to guide and educate to always prepare themselves to be the next generation of the nation. The main purpose is to create human beings who are moral, intelligent and have a sense of responsibility to society, race and country. Confucius also says that in this world of education does not know the high and low position of a person. The basic concept in Confucius education is the Tao concept. The concept of Tao itself has about the meaning of the way. He inherited 3 generations of school education and creative innovation. He also made the greatest pioneer contribution to the cause of human education. Confucius has created the first private school in the world. The content of education in the school is how to govern the country and the laws of the country. The establishment of private schools became a place to discuss other knowledge and teachings. In Lu's country, Confucius was an advisor to the king. As an advisor in Lu's country, Confucius helped the king, Lu Ding, get political balance by balancing the 3 powers and the nobility. The Qi state has also returned the Lu country which it had seized without war. Lun Yu is a book that records the teachings and thoughts between Confucius and his disciples. This book has influenced the mind of the Chinese emperor, that the Chinese emperor changed from a selfish ruler to a loving ruler and always put the welfare of the people first. Politicians now make the books of Lun Yu and Sishu Wu Jing as a guide and reference in the management of the country. The main principles of the Confucian economy can be summarized in a few principles, namely, citizens with fixed assets also have a lasting confidence, the need for division of labor for good economic performance or efficient allocation of resources, and if an employee wants to achieve good then tools sophisticated ones should be provided. Furthermore, there are no rules on competitive markets but rules on monopoly markets, and harvest taxes are only imposed on agriculture with a tax rate of 10%. While the low tax rate and humanitarian aid system has attracted more people and it is able to boost the state's economy. Soon after Confucius's death, Fu, his hometown, became a place of devotion and remembrance. In Sinic cultures, there are many temples where representations of the Buddha, Lazy, and Confucius are found together. There are also many temples dedicated to him, which have been used for Confucian ceremonies. Followers of Confucianism have a tradition of holding spectacular memorial ceremonies of Confucius every year, using ceremonies that supposedly derived from Zhu Li as recorded by Confucius, on the date of Confucius's birth. In the 20th century, this tradition was interrupted for several decades in mainland China, and after the 1990s did the ceremony resume.